Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're all about helping you unlock the potential of young athletes.
Yeah, should be fun.
And we've had a ton of great resources to dig into.
Oh, yeah.
Coaching manuals, like 300 soccer drills,
Nice.
15 training sessions for counterattacking,
Oh, that one.
academic reports on youth development,
Mhm.
even a peek into how top European clubs train their future stars.
Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us.
Definitely. So flipping through these sources, one thing that really stood out to me was the emphasis on independent practice.
Oh, yeah.
Both 300 soccer drills and 15 training sessions for counterattacking are packed with drills players can do on their own or with a partner.
It's interesting, you see that a lot, and there's a good reason for it. The research in 2014 RGP North Julian Youth Development in 7 countries, final report.pdf, really highlights how important that self-directed practice is.
So it's not just about showing up for team practice. It's about putting in that extra work on your own time.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. Structured team sessions are crucial, don't get me wrong, but solo practice is where players can really develop their tactical intelligence.
That creativity.
Right. Creativity, problem-solving skills. It's like in a team practice, you're kind of, following instructions.
Right.
But when you're on your own, you can experiment.
You can make mistakes. You can learn from them.
Exactly. You own your development.
And the manuals, they actually give you really concrete examples of how to do that. 300 soccer drills. It's all about mastering dribbling.
For better ball control, yeah.
Right. They even suggest using cones to simulate opponents, turning any open space into your own personal training ground.
Love that. Love that. And then you've got 15 training sessions for counterattacking, showing how to adapt full field drills for smaller spaces.
So you can work solo or with just one other person.
Being resourceful, making the most of any opportunity to practice.
So we're basically equipping young athletes to become more independent, self-sufficient learners. And it seems like that's a key part of reaching their full potential, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just about the physical skills either. This idea of holistic development pops up again and again in these sources. You see it in 2014 RGP North Julian Youth Development in 7 countries, final report.pdf, the football coaching process.pdf, even Introduction to Sports Nutrition in Football.
They all seem to stress that it's about understanding the whole player,
Right.
not just how well they can kick a ball, but their mental game, their nutrition, their overall well-being.
It's all connected. You can't separate those things.
So it's not just about how many drills you can do. It's about, are you getting enough sleep? How's your diet? Can you handle the pressure of a big game?
That's it. And the football coaching process.pdf actually breaks down why that's so critical.
Okay.
They talk about the perception, decision, execution chain. Basically, it's how players think on the field. They see what's happening, they make a decision, and then they take action. But if a player isn't self-aware, if they don't know their strengths and weaknesses, how can they consistently make the best decisions in the heat of the moment?
That makes sense. It's like trying to solve a puzzle without knowing what pieces you have.
Exactly. And then you layer on Introduction to Sports Nutrition in Football, which emphasizes the importance of, personalized nutrition plans, makes it clear we can't just focus on drills. We need to help young athletes understand their bodies, their minds, give them the tools to fuel themselves properly.
It's about teaching them that sleep, nutrition, even self-awareness are all part of the training regimen. Just as important as those drills on the field.
Totally agree. It's about equipping them to thrive, not just play.
Building a foundation for them to really take ownership of their own development, both on and off the field.
And that's a really powerful thing for a young athlete to understand.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. Independent practice, holistic development. But there's another piece to this puzzle, isn't there? Technology. I mean, look at all these drills, all these training programs. Seems like there's a real opportunity to leverage technology to really enhance training, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And not just enhance it, make it more engaging, more personalized. Give players and coaches more insight into what's actually happening.
So it's not just about doing more, it's about doing it smarter.
Exactly. And a perfect example of that, it comes up in several sources, but developing Klopp's attacking football really highlights it well.
Okay, what is it?
Video analysis.
Oh, interesting.
Not just for coaches anymore. Players can use it to review their own performance, identify areas for improvement, even, watch the game from different perspectives.
So instead of just getting feedback from the coach, they can literally see themselves in action, analyze their own game.
Exactly. Powerful stuff. And then, think about all the sources that emphasize precision in training.
like 27 soccer-specific conditioning drills or Smedley's drills.
Yeah, those are great examples. That's where tech can really be a game changer. Wearable trackers, you can monitor heart rate, distance covered.
All kinds of data points.
Exactly. And then you can use that data to personalize workouts, track progress, even provide real-time feedback.
It's like having a personal coach right there in your pocket, analyzing every move you make.
Right. And it's not just physical either. Technology can also help develop tactical awareness, decision-making speed. There are apps, programs that can simulate game situations, let players practice under pressure.
It's like a virtual training ground where you can experiment, try different things without the real-world consequences.
Exactly. And the best part is this technology, it's becoming more accessible all the time. You don't have to be a professional club to use it.
So coaches, parents, they can all leverage these tools to create more effective, engaging training experiences for young players, whatever level they're at.
Absolutely. Which actually makes me think about something we saw in FC Barcelona and its exemplary academy La Masia, and also in the ECA report on youth academies. You know, these top clubs, they're investing so much in their academies, and they're using technology to create these cutting-edge training programs.
So it's not just about having the best facilities, it's about using technology to enhance the training process.
Right. But what's really interesting is that it goes beyond just developing amazing footballers. It's about creating well-rounded individuals. You know, life skills, leadership, a love of the game that goes beyond the pitch.
So it's about more than just winning trophies. It's about preparing these young athletes for success in all aspects of life.
Absolutely. And that brings us to a really important question for you, our listener. Think about this. What is your coaching or your parenting philosophy?
Yeah, that's good.
How can you take these insights, these ideas, and create an environment that really nurtures talent?
Are you prioritizing independent practice, addressing those holistic needs, leveraging technology in a smart way?
These are the questions that all coaches and parents should be asking themselves, because ultimately it's the people around young athletes who have the biggest impact.
It's about setting the right example, providing guidance, creating an environment where they can really thrive.
Exactly.
You know, it's pretty amazing to see how much these top academies focus on developing the whole person.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's not just about creating, superstar athletes. It's about, good character, good people.
Right, exactly. And that's something any coach, any parent can focus on, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what level you're working at.
Yeah.
Teaching respect, discipline, teamwork, resilience,
Absolutely.
qualities that'll help them on and off the field.
100%. And speaking of resilience, a few of these sources, like the 2014 report and Developing Klopp's Attacking Football, they talked about how the game itself is changing.
It's faster, more technical, more demanding than ever.
Exactly. Players need to be able to adapt, think on their feet, make decisions under pressure. That's what's going to set them apart.
So how do we, as coaches, as parents, how do we help young players cultivate those skills, build that mental toughness, that resilience?
It's tricky, right? It's about setting high standards, but also making sure there's support, encouragement. Celebrate the successes, but also help them learn from mistakes, help them believe that they can achieve anything they set their minds to.
Love that. Empowering them to be their best, both on and off the field. We've talked about a lot today. Independent practice, the role of technology, holistic development.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is. But it really all comes back to this, believing in those young athletes, giving them the tools to reach their potential.
I have no doubt that everyone listening is already doing amazing work supporting these young athletes.
Right, really are.
But, keep asking those questions. Keep pushing those boundaries. Keep inspiring them.
Well said. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into unlocking player potential.
It's been a great conversation.
It really has. But remember, this is just the beginning.
Yeah, your dedication, your passion, your willingness to keep learning, that's what makes a difference.
Absolutely. So go out there, be a game changer, help those young athletes achieve amazing things.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
We'll see you then.
Living in a digital dream, always near